Schönen guten Morgen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Günaydın. Welcome. Herzlich willkommen in Wien beim dritten Act.Now-Konferenz. Ich würde gerne als erstes, I would like to invite as the first person to welcome you, Miss Patricia Kahane to stage. She is one of the initiators of the Act.Now conference. And Patricia, the floor is yours.
Good morning to you all, dear friends, dear participants who came from many places, also from quite far away. We are today starting our third Now conference. The theme, Children Under the Radar, was born shortly after our Athens meeting last July. Europol had just publicized that 10,000 children and youth in Europe are unaccounted for in their documentation. In Athens, then, we also heard many deeply disturbing accounts of child abuse, human trafficking, organ trafficking, and many other variations of violence. Children are the most vulnerable group in our societies everywhere, also in our own European and Western ones, and children are our future, no matter where they come from. So 1 year ago, André, Elke Zuckermann, and I, 3 friends, founded the Think and Do tank Act.Now to contribute whatever we could or can towards a respectful and affectionate shared future. We want to encourage people to take on responsibility for their respective environments. We want to facilitate their cooperation and connect the dots. By connecting mayors, politicians, experts, NGOs, and active individuals in order to be more effective together, we always include as many stakeholders as possible, not leaving out the people who have sought refuge and teenagers to represent all our children. Our conversations and deliberations are never held about someone, but always with them in our midst. We believe in a level playing field, in direct exchange amongst equal, in collaboration and in co-creation, in togetherness, and we believe that the combined positive energies of all of us in this space will carry forward empathy, strength, solidarity, optimism, affectionate acceptance, and grow and multiply. Act.Now is currently working on several projects. I mean, we have constituted ourselves only 1 year ago, so we are very busy. Project called Teachers for Life, a peer-to-peer support program with and for young male refugees who have little or no perspective at the moment. A mobile and computer game. The Innovation in Politics Institute that will focus on connecting innovative politicians in the EU. Meine Abgeordneten, which is an Austrian transparency platform about politicians in parliament and different state organizations. A series of filmed interviews with experts about issues we all face these days, and our next conference about migration from Africa to Europe to take place in North Africa later this year. Today and tomorrow, we hope to hear from you and to learn from each other, from the many experts amongst us, and we will have many workshops. We at Act.Now here in Vienna will be here to assist you in any way we can, to keep you connected and to work together with you after the conference to further develop and implement the initiatives we hope you will co-create here. Before I hand over the floor to the next speaker, I thank you, Curator Viola Raheb, for all your work and heart and sweat. partners Bruno Kreisky Forum and RespectNet, our sponsors Erste Bank Group, Wine & Co., the Mann Bakeries and Kahane Foundation, and all who helped make this happen again. The German Society for International Development, who helped us bring young people from the Middle East, Georg Resechnik for his sensitive location designs, Rishab Kaul for his wonderful photos, Büro Wien for all the technical coordination and our food, and that everything works perfectly. Our great team at Act.Now who have worked day and night in the past months. I thank all of you for having come to join us. And last but not least, I thank life for the precious gift that we can be together here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. Now, as the second speaker, I would like to invite André Heller, who is another one of the initiators of the Act.Now.
Good morning. All this wouldn't be possible without Elke Zuckermann and Patricia Kahane. It would not be possible without you. Yes, but it's a fact, Patricia. You have to live with this. Without you, we would be somewhere out in the woods, 7 people discussing. Dear attendees from near and far, conference participants, mayors from 7 countries, EU and local politicians, refugees who have reached Europe after long ordeals, international experts in the field of flight, migration, trauma, trafficking, integration, education, NGO and media representatives, organizers, interpreters, and technical teams, I welcome you with all my heart. 1 year ago, in this same hall, after 2 days of intense deliberations, the mayors from the Middle East, Turkey, and Europe signed this manifesto with our signatures. We, the mayors of the international conference, now are sending a signal for trans-border cooperation based on our humanitarian and ethical responsibility. My friends, based on our deep conviction and our humanitarian and ethical responsibility and accountability, we have tried with our Think and Do Act.Now to carry this trans-border cooperation forward. Amongst others, with the very touching and informative second Now conference in Athens in July 2016, 10 days after the Turkish coup, a conference about the EU-Turkey joint agreement, and just a few days ago with a music, literature and poetry gala in the Vienna State Theater, the Burgtheater. Immigrants and refugees resident in Austria have shown with great passion their unique artistic skills and showed what a valuable and necessary inspiration they are for our country's culture. It was broadcasted by the Austrian television and hundreds of thousands of people have seen it. It was the evening of the inauguration day of our new president, Alexander van der Bellen, whose election after months and months and months of delays has spared Austria the shame of having a right-wing populist in this position. Van der Bellen's first visit of a cultural event on the first day of his tenure was our gala. Discover the invisible thread connecting us all. This theme applies perfectly to our third Now conference starting today and now. We very, very sadly miss several of our mere friends from Turkey who were here with us a year ago. Due to the deplorable political developments in Turkey, they have been demoted and landed in jail. Our affection and solidarity are with them, and we very much hope they will be in our midst again at our next meeting. Let's pray for them and let's work that they will be with us again at the next conference. In the coming 2 days, we will dedicate ourselves and our time to the dramatic topic, children under the radar. In our eyes, it has not by a long stretch received the attention it demands. Children constitute 51% of refugees worldwide. 11 million are seeking asylum. They are robbed of a dignified, blessed and joyful childhood, and diverse traumas plunge them into unimaginable distress. Their rights to life, to protection from war, violence and abuse, their rights to care, education, and many, many more are being violated every day anew. In their home countries, along their flight routes, and sometimes in the receiving countries as well. We are very much aware that there are children in our societies as well being denied these basic rights. Therefore, with this conference, we want to bridge both these different, often polarized worlds. We will confront this issue together, try and identify the challenges and dangers, identify the grievances and crimes, but foremost, collect, exchange, and possibly invent approaches to feasible solutions. Our aim is to contribute to create and shape the precious future of all our children, born here or elsewhere. It may be a long, stony way, but let us take the first steps right now. May this meeting be blessed and proceed under a lucky star. Short conversation that might be not too short with a wonderful young girl that is living in Austria and that has a very interesting destiny, and she should tell us about it. Please, Hania, come to us. Tell us something about why you are here and with which thoughts. You're 16 years old right now, and you were 14 when you left Iran.
Yeah.
And you were there as an Afghanistan refugee.
Yeah.
Couldn't go to school. And one day you came home from, I don't know what, looked through the windows of your flat and saw that the police is arresting your parents.
Yeah.
What happened from then on?
At first, I went to school, but at that 2 years, before 3 years, I mean, I couldn't go because they took our passport. We had something like passport. And then, I came home and they told us there is something so stupid, because all people knows if you was born somewhere or if you live in some country more than 10 years, you will be from that country. So my father, he lived in Iran like more than 40 or 50 years, and we are not Iranian. And it's stupid because after 40 years, they send them back to Afghanistan. I don't know what is the back. And then it's more than stupid that because the Iranian people, they told me you are not Iranian, and the Afghanish people, they told me you're not Afghanish. So I think I'm from nowhere. And yeah, they send them back. They say back. And I thought, okay, if I go home, I don't know what will happen for me. So I didn't go home for 2 weeks. And I didn't know where is my parents. I just heard they are in something like, not jail, but something like that. And they will go to Afghanistan. So, and then one of my neighbors, they helped me to come here.
So you, a 14-year-old girl, decided, I flee this country?
I couldn't decide it, but my friend, they were our neighbors. Her father, he told me, yeah, we don't know where when your parents will back or what you should do, so just do it. Maybe you will have a new life, and maybe it will be better for you.
And you did it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you how this months and months were when you tried to reach Europe. I know it was harsh and incredible, and we cannot imagine it, but I can imagine that it is too painful to tell us now. Since August 2015, I think you are in Austria?
Yeah, I think September, yeah.
And there is a special house for young people?
Yeah.
And last year you participated in our concert that was organized by Marwan Abado as a singer.
Yeah.
And what happened since then?
It was nice. I'm not a singer, I cannot sing.
Yeah, but there were a lot of people, there are very famous singers who cannot sing. So
I know that.
So you started an initiative together with Marwan, yeah? You're going to schools and tell your story, is that true? Yeah.
Yeah.
To Austrian schools. Huh?
Yeah. And what?
How often are you doing this? I mean, once a month or?
Not every month. I think it was like 3 times or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you started to learn violin.
Yeah, I was playing violin in Iran too, like 2 years, and I didn't go there like maybe 2 years or more than, and I started here again. Yeah.
And don't tell me you can't play. You can't sing, you can't play. You see, actually, you sing very well and you play very well.
I think my playing is better than my singing.
Yeah. We will hear that, and we will be witnesses tonight, no?
Tonight I don't play, I just sing again.
So, why are you just doing this? What you do less good instead of the better?
I think next year I will play.
Okay. It's just one story, and we could have 5,000 girls out here telling their stories. A girl all on her own starts to walk, to travel, and then after some years you sit in a strange hall in Austria where they construct trains. Trains are also transporting people, and in the history of Austria and Germany, trains have a very negative connotation. But last year, when the refugees came, our ÖBB train organization was doing very well. And the boss of the Bundesbahn, which is the company that runs all the trains here, gave us this location. And I don't know what happened. Maybe through this conference he became Chancellor of Austria. So one of us is now Chancellor, and one of us is now President of this country, which is about 5 billion times more than what they have in America and the United States right now. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So next year with the violin, and this year with the voice. Thank you, Hania.
You're welcome.
Some weeks ago, in preparation for this concert in our National Theatre that I spoke about, which was amazing, not because we organized it, because we saw, we felt, we realized that this country is filled with refugees that have incredible abilities, really great musicians, singers, drummers, dancers, poets. And we are in an urgent need of that. We need inspiration. We have to open our windows to new qualities, to new talents. And we did it in this evening in the Burgtheater. And there was one outstanding singer. It's Nataša Mirkovic. I saw her and I said, you have to sing at our conference. She doesn't need any instrument. She is an instrument. Please, Nataša. You explain what kind of song it is.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bosnian. I'm coming from Sarajevo. And this song is actually an Albanian song. It's a Roma gypsy song. It's about refugees, about children who are sometimes, they must leave or they have to leave because somebody is selling them. You never know what would happen to a child when you have a war and when you have a difficult situation. So a while ago I was also some refugee too, so I'm very happy to be here today. To tragedii lele uklilom Italia lele međelom To tragedii lele uklilom Italia lele međelom Modat tu name donesa Seina na tuče lele butrovela Modat tu name donesa Seina na tuče lele butrovela Refugiati a Messinamsa do dromada lele butpirasa Lili tu name donesa I sadete tu lele butrovela Lili tu name donesa I sadete tu lele butrove da 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 go ba da 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 ba da 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 island da go da da ba de ba da da go ba 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 go ba 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 and da go ba da da
So, Nataša, Mirkovic. I'm famous for my mistakes. I forgot to mention something very interesting with Hania. What is the profession you want to prepare for the future? How do you see you in 10 years from now? What will you work?
My job was tattooing. I was a tattoo artist in Iran. I learned that I work 2 years, and I wanna do it professional here, and but I should be 18, and I should get the license. So I'm practicing now, and drawing and practice. So, yeah.
Because it was intended that you will make me a tattoo, but so my friends. From next year on, there's an official Act.Now tattoo studio, and everybody will get a tattoo of his choice. Okay, we do that later, but I'll take the risk, yeah? Thank you. Now? Okay. I give you the floor.
Thank you so much. Well,